Hi and welcome back to the show. I'm with Bobby from Ultimate Tax and Advisory, and we were just off camera and we were just having a bit of a chat, weren't we? We were saying, in the following years I was talking about this business and we were just saying, I set myself 12 months to actually learn it and build it and see what the right equipment, and another 12 months to build a client base, and then in the third set of 12 months we'll start franchising it. And we were smiling because we said, well, we'd set 6 months time frames, would we actually have done it in that? And the truth of the matter probably is, and you mentioned a thing like what's happened with your business, and you call it fast tracking.
Fast tracking, exactly.
Yeah.
If you set a time of, let's say a conservative time to do things, so for example, your time frame was 12 months, 12 months, 12 months, ours was effectively the same thing. I was supposed to be working on my own for 12 months, then Crystal was supposed to be working in the business for 12 months, all while being from home and being mobile. And then in the next 12 months, we were going to look at getting a office premises. So we fast tracked Crystal by, I think it was 12 months from that point.
Wow.
So we've gone it in 1 year. We've gone from me and Crystal working the business. So that's already 12 months.
Yeah.
We've killed two in one.
Yep.
And then the office, that happened 3 months after Crystal started working for the business, so we fast-tracked that another 18 or so months.
So you're working at double the rate of what you actually set yourselves. Now, someone looking at that and they're going, how?
How?
Why did it happen for you? What do you think some of the key elements have been?
For us was definitely focusing on our brand, generating clients.
Yeah.
So stepping away from the norm of, I'm scared to sell, I'm an accountant, I need to stay behind my computer. And I actually listened to a great podcast this morning, and the art of shaking hands and kissing babies, it's almost dead because people are relying on social media advertising, emails, text messages, all this. People are forgetting to and can't pick up a phone and have a conversation because they're scared that they're, annoying someone, that they're wasting their time or whatnot, or going to have a coffee. And that's why I'm very big on face-to-face, because that is the best form of marketing yourself.
I know that from yourself, and I know your brand's very, very important. And ever since I met you, you've always been going face-to-face. The coffees. When you moved into Beaufort Street there, I know one of the first things you did, you went and introduced yourself to all the different businesses, including the other accountancy firms. Because you said we're not competitors, because we're different.
Exactly, we're different to any other. There's 5. I've mentioned this a couple of times. I think there's 5 or 6. In fact, we found another one. I think there's about 7 accounting firms in our little stretch of maybe 4 or 5 blocks on Beaufort Street in Inglewood there.
Wow.
So it's definitely competition. Yes, you can look at it as a negative. But if you just steam ahead doing your own thing, you're just going to go through and it will pay dividends for you. So
you're double where you're meant to be. So you're well ahead of schedule. So what is your next 12 months plans? Have you laid yours out now?
We definitely have. We've got a sales target that we want to achieve, which is effectively almost double what we predicted turnover.
Because you put staff on as well, you forgot them.
Yes.
I mean, you weren't maybe having,
that's right, yes.
You said you weren't having staff for 3 years, and you got them already. Goodness me.
So we've got a team member, we're looking to get another 1 or 2 more by the end of next financial year. That's just how we want to grow the business. Obviously not doing it too fast, because growing fast can hurt you. Yes. And growing the right, we've done our own emphasis and analysis and strategies to grow the right way. The tortoise and hare, the tortoise wins. And that's how we're looking at it. I talk about fast tracking.
You're a pretty fast walking tortoise though.
I all talk about fast tracking, but it's doing it the right way.
Now, the other thing I know from yourselves, you and Crystal, you invested in a business coach, and you've done trips, so you've invested quite a lot of money, quite a lot of time in this. Do you think this has been a great sounding board, or has assisted in this process, keeping you on track, or speeding this process up? And why would you say that?
Most definitely, because of the fact that you're getting that third person view that isn't in your business. It doesn't know you. They know us personally, but they don't know you personally, and they're not emotionally attached to you and your numbers and your business. So having that external factor coming in, just have that bird's eye view of everything and go, okay, well, have you thought about maybe trying this strategy, or your pricing, have you looked at that? How can we better this? What value what value you provide, how you're reflecting that in one pricing structure and everything else that you do in your business.
So when business owners come to yourself, and is that why you built the advisory part in? Because you wanted to be more than just the accountant, but you actually want to see them get more customers,
yes,
spend more time, make more profits, and spend more time with their families.
Yes.
I know that's one of your big things.
Definitely. Spending time with your family, friends, and what you love doing is really what we emphasise to our business owner clients. Hell, even if you're a PAYG salary and wage earner, you still want to grow yourself personally, and you do want to have time with your friends and family. So we advise on you guys as well. But the main thing is that when you come and talk to us, we've got two different hats on. We're here, on one side, we're here to minimise your tax as much as possible, but then on the advisory growth side and strategic planning side of things, we want you to grow your business, so then we want you to pay more tax because you're making more money. So it's sort of like, okay, which one do we do? But I don't know about you, but hell, I'd like to earn a lot more money in my pocket.
It was interesting, you know, I had a friend once and he said, I don't want to earn any more, I'll pay more tax. And I'm like, what? It's like, so you're going to cut your nose off to spite your face. And I've always gone, don't worry, get yourselves a good accountant for the tax side of it. But if you're paying tax, you're obviously earning the money. And why would you want to restrict your lifestyle and who you are and what you can be for this tax thing that you've got going on in your head? It's a bit of an illusion. They don't take all your money.
No.
You know.
So if you're thinking realistic terms, roughly 30 cents in every dollar you pay for tax. Okay, but you still got 70% of every dollar you earn as profit in your pocket.
Yeah, and as a business owners, you help them understand how they can buy things for the business and how they can minimise their tax. You are very skilled in trusts and superannuation.
Yes.
So as business owners, they can do self-managed super funds, which can be extremely lucrative.
Yes.
Because, you know, we've talked about this before. You said, well, hold on, you can actually buy property under your super fund if you know how to structure it correctly. So now you're actually paying rent to yourself, and it's a tax deduction.
Exactly. Even if you don't do it in your self-managed super, even if you do it through a family trust, it's still the same thing. The age-old factor of why pay rent to someone else? Why pay someone else's mortgage off? Even though renting's great for cash flow, but if you can afford that, why not pay it to yourself and keep it within the family group, as I like to say?
I know we talked about cash flow earlier on in the conversation, and like even in our industry, you know, there's new technologies coming out with cameras, you know, and some of the cameras are several thousands of dollars, but these people are saying, well, rent it.
Yeah.
But I think this is where the advantage of having a good accountant, because it can seem attractive one way,
yes,
but without an accountant to actually run the numbers and go, okay, well, in the long term, what's it going to be? These are types of decisions where you might be buying, in our case, more cameras, or you might be a trucking company and say, well, do I buy a new truck, or do I get an owner driver? These are types of, when you get into this advisory side, you can start analysing it objectively, not emotionally, like
no, exactly right. I get the main thing is with business owners is, how do I buy a new car?
Right.
A lot of people want a new car. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's not really going to do much for your business, but they want a new car. So we look at the fact: do we buy it?
Yeah.
Do we lease it? Do we get a part lease? Do we get a full lease? Well, full novated lease, I should say, where all the costs, you pay a monthly fee, all the servicing, fuel, all this repairs, everything is all covered, and at the end of 2 years, take it back and you'll get the next model. So a lot of people like that purely for cash flow purposes, because then they don't have to worry about an asset on their books.
Right.
So we always look at it and be, okay, you pay more for it, but if you buy it and sell it in 2 years' time, how much are you really going to lose? Is it going to be equal? Most cases, you're actually better off leasing.
Wow.
A lot of the times, because the resale value of cars, as you know, it's not that good.
No, you drive them out the yard, you can hear the money falling off the thing as you roll it through the gate. It's like, what's that noise? It's not the engine, it's the money falling off your car. Congratulations. It's been great talking to you once again. I think probably one of the biggest mistakes that I've seen business owners, hold my hand up, is not getting that external advice. Is not going, okay, I'm going to do a review. They can get the documents from yourself.
Yes.
But sitting down with someone and saying, okay, give me an objective review. Put ego, if you haven't had a good year or you haven't made any money, don't worry about that. Put all that to one side. But sit down with someone because, hey, it's a fresh start.
Yes.
And there's no such thing as too late, I've found, when you deal with accountants. Guys like you seem to be go, okay, I'll just draw a line in the sand.
That's right.
Let's go for it.
Let's learn, see what we've done, learn from any mistakes that we've made, and if you make those mistakes again, well, that's on you. But if you learn from those mistakes and make them your strengths in this case, then you will definitely see your business propel and skyrocket in the new calendar year.
Fantastic.